Hello everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Oh In-seok, who is conducting an English conversation class. Last time, we looked at the five senses. In this session, we will look at the numbers. Before we start, let me ask you a question. We will learn about the numbers from 1 to 10. What kind of shapes do you like most? Why? Think carefully while listening to the lecture. Now let's look at the picture. Let's look at the first picture. What can you see? We can see one bowling ball. Let's look at the second picture. What can you see? We can see two soccer balls. Let's look at the third picture. What can you see? We can see three basketballs. Let's look at the fourth picture. What can you see? We can see four volleyballs. Let's look at the fifth picture. What can you see? We can see five bats. Let's look at the sixth picture. What can you see? We can see six shuttlecocks. Let's look at the seventh picture. What can you see? We can see seven gloves. Let's look at the eighth picture. What can you see? We can see eight tea bottles. Let's look at the ninth picture. What can you see? We can see nine water bottles. Let's look at the tenth picture. What can you see? We can see 10 bowling pins. Let's move on to the listening. Let me hear you the dialogues from now on. Then you can fill in the blanks related with the picture above. Are you ready? Then I'll play number one first. Number one. A. How many stars are there? B. There is one star. Number two. How many rings are there? There are three rings. Number three. How many watches are there? There are four watches. Number four. How many bags are there? There are six bags. Did you hear me well? Then let's check the answer. What's the answer number one? There is one star. What's the answer number two? There are three rings. What's the answer number three? There are four clocks. What's the answer number four? There are six bags. Make sure you check it well. Now it's time to read numbers. Let's read it together. Are you ready? One, two, three, go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Good job. Let's start writing. Let's read what you are going to write first. There are many things in my room. First of all, there is a pencil sharpener. Next, there are three pencil holders. Finally, there are five shelves. When I grow up, there will be more things in my room. That's it. Did you enjoy it? Now let's start writing. We have to fill in a total of three blanks. Write down the number of the first thing in your room in the first blank. Write, write down the number of the second thing in your room in the second blank. Write down the number of the third thing in your room in the third blank. I'll give you 5 minutes. You can start writing from now on. That's all for the ninth lecture. You can write the parts if you couldn't write at home. Then I'll see you again in the last 10th lecture. Goodbye!